Today we're diving into the art of crafting original songs effortlessly. I am thrilled to share some easy steps that can help really ignite your songwriting journey. Hey divas! So in today's video, I'm giving you some more inspiration, some more tips and techniques that can really help you on your songwriting journey, especially if you're wanting to keep them sounding really good, sounding maybe professional, and sounding like not repetitive. Of course, as a songwriter, you want your songs to embody a part of yourself or your personality. With the last video that I did on Songwriting 101 for beginners, I got such beautiful feedback from some of you, my beautiful divas. So I was inspired to continue on and do another video on your original songwriting process. Now, I know it often can seem a bit daunting. I've also dipped my little toe in, doing some songwriting over the years, and it's not always the easiest thing. But if you can learn the practice of it, I think that it can definitely become something more workable and something that you just get better with over time. Once you do get the hang of it, it can also be just something so rewarding. So with all of that said, let's jump right in. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your besties, those that you know love writing music, or just anyone that's musically inclined. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because I don't want you to miss a thing. And if you're really enjoying what we're doing here and this kind of content resonates with you, then you can go ahead and turn on your notification bell. That way, you'll never miss an upcoming video. Okay, so first things first, you need to embrace your own unique story. Your story, or the story that you're trying to tell in the song, is actually the heart of the song, the heart of the message that the song is portraying. So you want to really embrace your feelings, thoughts, perspectives. You want to explore how you can draw out that inspiration from your different life experiences. You need to draw that inspiration from your own life or even the lives of others that may tug at your heartstrings. This is how you're going to create original and authentic lyrics. Remember, your story matters. Next up, let's talk about melody. Melody with chord progressions. Now, we all know from listening to our favorite songs that melodies can really be like magic. Again, your inspiration needs to be the thing that causes you and draws you to create really captivating melodies. Your inspiration has to guide you. You want to have melodies that complement your lyrics. And here, there's no need to be a music theory expert. We're keeping it easy, simple, and effective. So you want to prompt yourself to perhaps think about a different experience in your life. You want to sit with those feelings for a little while and then allow the melody to flow to you. I always get the question about how do you find inspiration when you don't have any? So just like how you get writer's block, you can also find the same thing in songwriting. So here you want to look for ways where you can find or create that sort of inspiration in order to draw from. Another way you could try and prompt that is if you perhaps play an instrument, just strumming along on your guitar or maybe playing around on your piano might help to jog a memory or cause you to feel inspired by the actual sound to help you create. And don't despair if you're not a musician, if you're not able to play an instrument. With technology today, you can always just go online and play an instrument there. So let's say you love the sound of a violin. You can go to an app or go to a particular website that allows you to play around with an instrument or even listening to an instrumental song that has the violin in it, and then you can draw some inspiration from that. Another thing that you could do is do a voice note recording. So maybe you got a little bit of a tune, just a few lyrics in your head. You want to record yourself, and then by playing that back, that is going to prompt you to expand on that type of melody. And I will put a disclaimer here that you don't want to rush it. This is a process. It's easy to get frustrated with yourself when you feel like the melodies aren't coming or the lyrics aren't happening and you're just getting stuck. Don't rush the process. If it means you just need to sleep on it and come back to working on that melody the next day, that's always something that you can do to kind of give your mind and your brain a bit of a rest instead of pushing so hard. You really want to let the process flow. Rushing does the opposite effect for your creativity. It can tend to really stifle you. Next up, we have playful wordplay techniques. So now get ready to play with some words. You can explore what we call wordplay techniques in order to expand on your lyrics. This is also going to enhance the type of words that you use in the lyrics of your songs. So everything from rhymes to alliteration, this is going to help add that special extra touch to your songs. You want to make your words dance as they tell a story in the song. And a lovely tip I would give you here is to keep a designated notebook for your songs. Call it your songwriting book or your songwriting notebook. And anytime you feel inspired, and for those times when you sit down and really work on your lyrics, you want to have it in one specific special book, a dedicated book just to your songwriting practice. I find this also helps you to take your songwriting a bit more seriously instead of having it as something that you just do when you feel like. This can encourage and inspire you to make some time to actually sit down with that notebook and jot down your lyrics, play around with words, and you can even go back to lyrics that you wrote months ago and decide you found the rest of the lyrics that would go with the piece you started working on. It's nice to have that actual notebook there with your rough drafts. Next up is hook crafting for catchy choruses. You want to create a really unforgettable hook. By crafting a really catchy chorus, it can have a lasting impression and a lasting impact on the song that you're working on. This technique aims to make the chorus the sort of star of the show. You can make your song sound really irresistible. This also helps you to have a starting point and an avenue for where you can thereafter build on the chorus, build on and create the rest of the song. How often has it happened where you will have just a line or two of a song in your head, and as you start writing, you just can't write anymore? So this technique helps to sort of skip past the initial first verse of a song and scoot right down to the chorus, working on the real meat of the song. This provides an awesome starting point to continue on and build up the rest of your lyrics. And finally, we have expressive song structure. So we want to structure your masterpiece. I'm going to break down a really simple and basic song structure. This one is easy to follow And it's also very commonly used, commonly known. But if you haven't taken the time to actually analyze the regular songs that we listen to, you might not always have picked it up. Now, following this basic or standard sort of structure will ensure that your original song flows seamlessly. From verses to bridges, we want to build a really strong foundation for your song to shine. Your song and your creativity. Your song must feel like it can breathe and like it can express itself. And now, this standard structure that I'm going to share with you, your standard structure for a song, ensures that your final draft of your song is able to sound well put together and well polished. Dare I say, more professional. So, you want to grab a piece of paper, or if you have a dedicated book to your songwriting, then grab that. And this is what you want to write down. So it's going to be the first verse, then the chorus, then the second verse, then the chorus again. Then you will have a bridge, and then to finish off, you will sing the chorus twice. And with all of that, my final advice to you would be to keep on practicing. Don't be repetitive. Look for ways that you can make your song sound really unique with each song that you write. You don't want a few of them to kind of sound the same or similar. And at the same time, don't be afraid to break the rules. What I've given you is the standard song structure, but if you feel that you want to try something different, by all means, go ahead and do that. There are no rules set in stone, so why not make the most of it? Don't feel afraid to just jot down your ideas, jot down whatever lyrics might come to mind, and you can always work on them later or discard them if you're not really happy. Remember, perfection isn't important. Your progress is. In the comment section, why don't you go ahead and share some of your own original songwriting experiences with us? Tell us about your ups and downs, your blocks, or your really good experiences. Maybe you use a technique that we could benefit from for creating or jogging your memory when it comes to finding inspiration. Questions, comments, conversations. I love hearing all of your beautiful feedback. Remember, your voice matters and your songs are unique. So keep writing, keep creating, and keep on practicing the art of songwriting. That is going to keep building that songwriting muscle. I know it can seem really intimidating, but these techniques and processes help make it almost irresistible and accessible for everyone. So why not free yourself with your creativity and give original songwriting a shot? Now, if you would like to explore your singing and vocal ability even further, learn even more, I highly encourage you to check out the brilliant course that I have put together for you. It's called Learn How to Sing, Vocal Training, and it takes you through all the way from beginner to intermediate and then to advanced level vocal training. So no matter which level of vocal ability you may be at, you will benefit. You can really transform your vocals and build your self-esteem. Details in the description box below. In my next video, we're talking about setting up a home studio for your singing. A budget-friendly version, of course. Now, I know so many of you are aspiring singers and would absolutely just love to have your vocals recorded in a professional studio. This is the next best thing. For those of you that are wanting to go a little bit further than just playing around with recording your vocals, this kind of setup will allow you to branch out just a little bit more. Take it just that one step further. And it can be something so enjoyable to do in the comfort of your own home. You don't need a big space and you don't need a big budget either. So join me as I take you through on how you can actually do something like this, build and set up something like this for yourself at your own home. So I will see you there in that next video. And until then, my beautiful divas, stay awesome.